Tatyana Arrington, Where is the Buzz TV? And I am here with Miss Rasheeda Frost. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. I'm super excited. I feel like this season of Love and Hip Hop, it's gonna be a good one. What do you think makes this season so different from all the other ones?
I do think this season, a lot of people were just ready to just be like, you know what, let me try to figure this out and heal and, you know, defeat what's going on here, you know?
Yeah. First episode in, there was a lot of healing going on.
Yeah. So I think that the fact that everybody understood that was great. And then now comes the work.
Yeah.
So we'll take that journey through this season.
And with so many seasons of Love and Hip Hop, you are like an OG at this point. I feel like other cast members can come to you, or you really have got the layout of reality TV and what this is. What keeps you coming back to reality TV? What keeps you coming back to the show?
um, you know, Love and Hip Hop has been a really good platform. It's been amazing. When you're in something as big as, this franchise has become, you have your goods and your bads. And, I enjoy being a part of a cultural phenomenon show. It's been great. It has its perks, and of course it has its times where you're like, I'm over it, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
But we've been able to be blessed enough to take this journey like we have, and I think it's been really, really great. And it's you have to take advantage of situations when they're in front of you and make the best out of them, because nothing lasts forever, of course.
Mhm.
And and always know and be prepared for the future.
Yeah. So you've had those moments where you felt like, I don't know if I want to come back to do the show.
Yeah, I think everyone on the show's probably felt like that.
Mhm.
We have our days, you know.
Mm. Yeah. And it was announced that Erica wouldn't be coming back to the show, and a lot of people were in support of that. Some people had mixed feelings. What was your personal take on how everything went down?
I hate it happen. I thought, I was praying for, a better scenario, I would
Mhm.
say, but it didn't happen that way. But I tell you, what I will say is, everything that happened amidst of it, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We have to be responsible and real, and that's just what it is. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Had you had the chance to speak to Erica since then and figure out her side of it or anything about that?
No, I
No?
haven't gotten to. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So within the first episode, like you mentioned earlier, there was a lot of healing and things going on. So you guys kind of did this boot camp where you were talking with publics and trying to figure out anger management. Why didn't you go to the second part of the boot camp when things got like really real?
Well, okay, the second part. Now,
Mhm.
see, you didn't seen something I ain't seen.
Oh, you haven't even seen it yet.
No, see,
Oh, okay. Okay. All
we
right.
don't
Well,
see anything. So I don't know if it's the second part in that same
gotcha.
work or
Okay.
another part.
Okay, well, we'll have to reconvene after because there was a second part of the healing session that got really, really crazy.
Okay, so I ain't sure about that one.
Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. What are you most excited about for this season for the fans to witness or to view?
I think one of the things I'm most excited about, well, first I gotta say, I actually have my first fashion show. I've been
Okay.
doing fashion for a long time. I've had
Hmm.
my online store, presstatl.com, for
Right.
14 years,
Yes.
and it'll be 15 and 20 within this year.
Oh,
And my
congratulations.
physical store for 8.
Hmm.
And finally doing a fashion show, dropping my exclusive press designs, was absolutely a highlight for me. So that was amazing. On top of, I think a great journey this season is with Spice healing from, the physical situation that she had gone through, just trying to heal. And I think when you go through something as traumatizing as that, it takes a physical and emotional and mental toll
Yeah,
on you. And
absolutely.
for people, a lot of people I don't think understood that, but I think they'll get a better gist of it now, um,
Hmm.
and be able to ride through that journey.
Yeah. And even from the first episode, that's going to be really great for fans and viewers to see as well. Where are you and Kirk at right now? I feel like you guys may be in a good place, but what can we expect from you guys' relationship there?
Yeah. Well, we are in a good place. We just celebrated our 24-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations
And
again.
got another 100 years to go, I say. But things are good. We're really
Mhm.
focusing on, just our businesses and trying to, secure those, and make sure, we're continuing to provide opportunities for others, build great businesses, create and build generational wealth for our family, and and also be shoulders for our friends and
Yeah.
everybody who needs a little something. If we can help them, we want to help.
I will say, like, you guys got the businesses on lock from Frost Bistro to, like you were saying, with Press. Like, you guys are really doing your thing there. And now
Thank
I
you.
will say, one of the more iconic scenes, like ever in Love and Hip Hop history, was when your mom ran over his bike. So, what's their relationship like now? Is there a better dynamic there?
Oh my gosh, my mom and Kirk are super cool, super close. They talk a lot,
Mhm.
a lot. And, I think we've been a family for such a long time. Everybody
Mhm.
not gonna always agree. You're not always gonna see eye to eye. And, they both know that and understand that. But at the end of the day, we love each other. We're a family, regardless. And we have our moments and wanna run over each other's bikes and beat each other up and all of that good stuff. But for real, there's real love there and we love each other.
What would you say? Like, I feel like there's been so much talk about your relationship, and we've been able to see so much on the show throughout the years. Like, and it's very clear, like, listen, you guys are in this together and you're not going anywhere. You're
Right.
here for the end. Like, how have you guys been able to kind of shut out all of that noise and all of those comments about your relationship, especially when the fans have seen so much?
Mhm. Well, you never really get to shut them out because people always are
Hmm.
always talking.
Hmm.
A lot of times, I think it comes from a position of not knowing and understanding what a marriage is and how you don't see everything that goes on in people's lives and you really don't know what people have really gone through in their relationships. And I think that when it comes to a marriage, it's a lot. I say it's a job, but it's a lot of you have to work at it. It's consistent and all the time. So, at the end of the day, I just look at it like we're not perfect. And, we've had times where we didn't know where we were going. And I
Hmm.
think that I don't regret any of that, to be honest, because everything that we have been through as husband and wife has allowed us to grow to get to where we are now. I'm
Hmm.
a firm believer in like, hey, listen, you can go through a situation and it can take your relationship or friendship or whatever to another season, another level. Or it could be that time when you're like, okay, you know what, this is over. This is done. This is not going to be what it was.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, some people may agree or may not agree with, decisions being made. But after a lot of time and going through a lot, and, I decided to fight and fight.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted the easy way now. They just want to get up and run and leave. It's easy to get up and run and leave. It's
Hmm.
harder to fight. And, my husband had to do a lot of work and I had to do a lot of work. And that's why we're here.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. I think that's important for people to know as well. Like, we've been able to see a lot of ups and downs, and no,
Mm,
now hopefully on the show we'll see some more of those highlights and some of those good moments between you two. Um,
most definitely.
and then I also wanted to touch on, I feel like back in older seasons, like there was kind of a beef with K Michelle, and it was like this long, drawn out thing. And I know you did a live, I want to say like at the end of the year where you did say, hey, listen, like I don't want this to carry on any longer. I want to apologize. I want to move past this and, just be over and done with it. And I feel like some fans were like, oh yeah, this is great. Awesome. And then some fans are like, I don't know if this is an apology. Like what's really going on here? So can you clear the air? You have apologized to K Michelle. Where are you guys at now? Have you been able to move forward, maybe with a friendship, maybe with a cordial relationship? Just talk about that for a bit.
Well, what I would say is nowadays, I don't think anybody, you can say things and it's always going to be some people who are going to be like, but my take on that is like, but it's not your situation.
Right.
So, but I think that apologies have been made.
Hmm.
As I said before, I just, wish everybody well to move on. I want to move on. And, I just feel like, things happen and it's in the past and everybody needs to continue to grow and move forward. And I said what I said, and that was that.
Hmm. So you did apologize to her in private and
Honestly, that has happened a long time ago.
okay.
And sometimes what people have to understand is it's not for you to hear it. It's for the
Right.
person to know
Hmm.
and hear it.
Hmm. Yeah. I think fans sometimes think if it's a public situation that happened, they want a public apology, like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
them, even though
But
you
you'll lose
addressed
your
it.
mind trying to please everybody because you can't. Because the minute you're like, oh, I didn't mean for that, and you
Hmm.
really mean that, and then people are like, no, you didn't. You didn't. You need to do it
Right.
like this. You need to do, and it's like, child, you'll lose your mind trying to please everybody and do what everybody wants you to do. So do you and keep it pushing. And some people cool with it, some people ain't. Just keep moving.
Great motto for 2024.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, too, in this new season, Saucy Santana has arrived to Atlanta. Super excited about that. What was you guys' interactions like?
I've known Saucy for a while. He's super cool. So,
Mhm.
it's fun and he brings the extra sauce, which is cool. Great
Yeah.
music and I think it's going to be a good time and he's a good addition.
So who would you say like this season you're like, listen, I'm rocking with them. We're having a good time. We're doing our thing. And then who would you say is like maybe over the course of the season we're going to see a little more challenges between the relationships?
Um I didn't really have too many challenges. I think more I really was wanted to make sure that I was there for Spice
Hmm.
during her just during this whole time for her with, all the physical things that she's been going through. She's still going through surgeries and different things like that. I know a lot of people, was feeling some kind of way about a lot of things that happened with her. And I think that I look at it as from a different perspective because I've been so um in with her on a lot of things that she had really been going through and how it's scary
Hmm.
um and how it can really take a toll on you mentally. And I think that she kind of lashed out in different ways, not even really not even at all meaning it in that sense, but just in a different place from all the physical things that's going on with her. So, I really wanted to, be a shoulder for her and be, a person she could call on, through this whole process, because I know it has to be difficult, very
Yeah.
difficult. And a lot of her family is in Jamaica, so she's here by herself in the States.
Hmm.
So, and some people, they may not agree with that because they felt like she, had a lot of different things going on that wasn't right. But even with Carly, and I say, hey, I love Carly to death. We've been a part of this franchise from the beginning. And, I've always been that friend to be like, Carly, stop doing that. Nope, that's not right. Yes, that's right. She knows that of me. She expects that from me, like the
Hmm.
OG,
You're going to hold her accountable.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold her accountable. So, sometimes she doesn't like it and sometimes I don't like certain things, but at the end of the day, we have a great relationship and, it is what it is. They my girls, but you know.
Okay, so maybe a little Carly interaction this season.
Yeah, but it's not even really bad. It's just
Yeah,
me just being like, come on, don't do certain stuff. That's
right,
the reason why you get these results.
right. Exactly. Completely. And for my last question, just want to ask you, what is one word that you think you would describe for this season coming up?
I would say it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It's an emotional season for several reasons and for several different people.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that'll be exciting to see just because we're used to the drama, we're used to all this, but to really get to know some of those layers like Spice and see
Hmm.
that development for the characters will be nice for this show. So I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward to it. So
Thank you.
congratulations again. I'm super excited for fans to see Love and Hip Hop this season. And congratulations on everything that you've got going on as well. And we'll talk soon, hopefully.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.